I've been in tech sales for 9 years at Oracle, Google, and now at a startup, and this career path has helped me create a life of freedom and impact, and it's opened up new opportunities I would have never dreamed of. Most importantly, a career in sales has helped me become a better version of myself. When I was in college, I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life, and I got lucky that I found this sales path. In this video, I'm going to share 4 reasons why any college student or young professional, most likely a millennial like me or a Gen Zer, who has big dreams for their life, should drop what they're doing and immediately pursue a career in sales. I'll also share some thoughts on why I think tech is the best vertical to sell in. Make sure to like this video if you get value and share it with more people who could benefit from the message. Subscribe to the channel and check out my Sell More, Live More newsletter linked in the description of this video. All right, let's dive into it. The first reason you should get into sales right now if you're a millennial or Gen Zer is because the demand for sales talent is higher than ever. Sales as a career path is growing and growing. The World Economic Forum's Jobs of Tomorrow report found that sales is one of the 8 emerging roles with the highest future demand. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts that workers employed in sales positions should grow 3% per year through 2026, which means approximately 500,000 new sales positions will need to be filled on an annual basis in the United States alone. Sales is the lifeblood of any business operation. Companies will always need top sales talent. Gartner is a top analyst that CEOs and other executives look to make technology and business decisions. And in Gartner's annual CEO and Business Executive Survey of 2019, 473 CEO and senior executives with 50 million or more in revenue and 60% with more than $1 billion in revenue were asked their top priorities. The top priority among these CEOs was no surprise, growth, aka sales. In another Gartner survey, the top priorities for technology CEOs in 2021, so a few years later, the firm interviewed over 300 CEOs of technology companies and found that customer acquisition, specifically awareness and demand generation, and sales was their most important priority. A lack of sales talent is limiting the growth potential of top companies, and you have an opportunity to step up to the plate and apply, and if you deliver as a seller, these companies will pay you an arm and a leg. Companies are also realizing that there is a big gap between the sales skills they expect of new hires and their actual sales IQ. Universities just aren't teaching sales skills. Only 150 of the over 4,000 colleges in the US offer even one sales course. That's less than 4%. If colleges aren't teaching sales skills, you're going to have to develop those skills on your own. And the good news is for those who haven't gone to college, you're not at a disadvantage given they're not teaching it at these universities. If you're watching this video, you can take initiative and proactively develop your real-world skills by working with a coach like me, checking out CourseCareer, who has a good training that's not too expensive, and getting cold calling experience with platforms like Glencoco that allow you to do gig cold calling work on behalf of tech companies and make cash for meetings set. That's pretty cool. I put a couple links in the description of this video in case you want to email me to get in touch on my coaching, or in case you want to get some real-world cold calling experience through Glencoco and make some cash along the way. The second reason you should get into sales right now is sales skills will make you rich.
I'm talking about this.
Mark Cuban, who we all know to be one of the most famous billionaires out there, told NPR on their How I Built This podcast in 2016, if he lost his fortune overnight, he has no doubt he could become a multimillionaire again. That's because his ability to sell made him rich in the first place. He said, I would get a job as a bartender at night and a sales job during the day. Excelling at sales can play a significant role in building financial success, historian and sociologist Rainer Zittelman wrote in his 2018 book, The Wealth Elite, a groundbreaking study of the psychology of the super rich. In tech sales, you can make as much as $1 million a year selling to the largest enterprise customers. It's pretty crazy. Reason number 3 that you should get into sales right now is because an early sales career accelerates your self-development and prepares you to succeed in any career path you choose in the future. An early career in sales teaches you how to communicate effectively, stay disciplined, and manage client demands. It'll also push you to focus on what matters, how to manage your emotions, and to demonstrate and practice empathy. Most importantly, sales positions teach you how to deal with and manage through rejection. It won't be easy when you face rejection in the moment, but your ability to face it will determine your success in the future. If you can handle objection like a champ, you will become unstoppable in business and in life. While 1 in 9 employees in America are in formal sales roles, a large majority of the others are in non-sales selling roles, a term coined by author Dan Pink in his book, To Sell is Human. The majority of all of us in our personal and professional lives spend a huge portion of our time persuading, influencing, and convincing others to make an exchange. Everyone, no matter what their position, uses sales skills. Anytime an accountant pitches a proposal for a new software package to the budget committee, they're selling. When a plant manager makes a request to hire additional workers, they're selling. It's the same thing with marketing professionals. When it's time to present the marketing budget, they use sales skills. When they need to convince senior management to change strategies in one of their markets, they are selling. The fourth reason that millennials and Gen Zers with big ambition should get into sales now is because selling is the best early career for future CEOs. A study by Frank Gurman, an assistant professor at the University of Notre Dame, discovered that 25% of CEOs have a sales or marketing background. There are many notable examples of famous business people and CEOs who started their careers in sales, from Gary Vaynerchuk to Howard Schultz, Mark Cuban, and Warren Buffett. Top sales trainer and consultant Eric Jansen says, "I regularly ask groups of entrepreneurs what percentage of their time they spend in direct sales, selling to customers, or non-sales selling activities like fundraising, convincing a new employee to join their company, selling their story to the media, etc." And the answer is almost always over 90%. NYU Stern professor Scott Galloway actually says that the word entrepreneur is a synonym for salesperson. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that a product will sell itself. The less naive think marketing will, but it actually takes sales acumen, brute force, and hustle. Steve Cody, founder and CEO of the Better Software Company, says. How often have you come across a brilliant entrepreneur, engineer, or even academic who lacks the ability to read a crowd, demonstrate empathy, or to package their brilliance up in a way that resonates with their audience? At the end of the day, sales can be our greatest superpower to build a great life and fulfill on our vision. And if we don't develop that skill set, we do ourselves and the world a disservice. Whatever your unique special sauce and your valuable skills, I think sales is an add-on that will take you to the next level and be your differentiator as you build the life of your dreams. So why should you get into tech sales? In 1999, cloud computing emerged when Salesforce.com made a bold, innovative move to provide its users enterprise-level applications over the internet. Amazon followed suit, offering its own cloud storage and compute solutions, Amazon Web Services, or AWS. And ever since, enterprises have been undergoing a massive shift from traditional ways of operating to the as-a-service model. This digital transformation has only been accelerated by things like the pandemic, and hundreds of billions of dollars continue to be invested into cloud platforms and SaaS solutions every year. Today, there's something like 30,000 SaaS companies who need salespeople like you and I. And because these strategic enterprise software deal sizes can run into the million, 10 million, or $100 million range while maintaining high profit margins, these companies are willing to pay sellers more than in any other industry. With that, I hope you guys are amped up about what a career in sales, and particularly tech sales, can do to open up opportunities and freedom and impact in your life. If you got value out of this video, hit the like button and share it with someone who could benefit from the message. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the links in the description of this video if you want to talk with me about your career goals and this path and my coaching program. If you want to check out CourseCareers and their free training, or give Glencoco a try. Glencoco is a great platform where you can start making cold calls today. You'll get some great training. You'll make cold calls on behalf of tech companies and make some cash when you set a meeting. That's super cool, and you can use that to develop real-world experience that will prepare you to land your full-time tech sales home. To your success in tech sales and in life, happy selling and happy living, and I'll see you in the next one.